Welcome to the Gurukul Prep Daily Podcast on 20th September. Update 1. Economy. Banks and financial institutions to invest 32.5 rupees trillion in renewable energy by 2030. Leading renewable energy, project developers, manufacturing businesses, banks, and financial institutions have pledged over $386 billion or around 32.45 trillion rupees to developing projects by 2030. This commitment was made during the opening ceremony of the 4th Reinvest Summit, which was co-hosted by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, MNRE, and the Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. Public sector and private project developers have committed to building nearly 570 gigawatts, GW, of renewable energy capacity. Update 2. Economy. Haryana overtakes Punjab in GDP. According to a working paper of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, EACPM, Punjab's proportion of India's GDP and relative per capita income has dropped since 1991, while nearby Haryana, which previously lagged, has now surpassed it on both economic indices. According to the article, Relative Economic Performance of Indian States, 1960 to 61 to 2023 to 24, produced by EACPM member Sanjeev Sanyal, Haryana's proportion of GDP now exceeds that of Punjab, and its relative per capita income has reached 176.8% in 2023 to 24, compared to 106.7% for Punjab. Punjab and Haryana, once part of the same state, have experienced diverging economic trajectories. Update 3. Miscellaneous. Rashtrapati Nilayam to host Bharatiya Kala Mahotsav in late September. In partnership with the Ministry of Development for the Northeast region and the Ministry of Culture, Rashtrapati Nilayam will hold the first Bharatiya Kala Mahotsav from 29 September to 6 October, 2024. The President will kick off the Mahotsav on 28 September 2024. The 8-day celebration will highlight our northeastern states' rich and diverse cultural history. Visitors will get acquainted with the art, culture, crafts, and culinary diversity of the northeastern states of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, and Tripura. Update 4. National. One Nation, One Election cleared by Union Cabinet. The Union Cabinet accepted the government's One Nation, One Election campaign, which recommends simultaneous Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, as well as municipal body and panchayat elections within the next 100 days, after accepting the recommendation of a panel chaired by ex-President Ram Nath Kovind. The ruling Bharatiya Janata Party's 2019 and 2024 general elections agenda included the One Nation, One Election plan. However, the opposition has heavily criticized it and has raised worries about constitutional changes and practical obstacles. Update 5. National. Centre asks platform aggregators to register workers on eShram portal. The government has urged platform aggregators to register their gig workers on the eShram portal, enabling them to get different social security benefits. According to the Ministry of Labour and Employment, this registration is critical to ensuring workers' access to social welfare systems, and aggregators will aid in the development of an accurate beneficiary registry. The eShram portal serves as a nationwide database of unorganized workers, designed to provide them with access to social security and welfare schemes. Update 6. Rank and Report. India's exports shrink 9.3% in August, trade deficit at 10-month high. India's trade deficit increased to a 10-month high of $29.7 billion in August, as imports reached a record high of $64.4 billion due to a doubling of gold inflows, while exports fell for the second month in a row to $34.7 billion due to lower oil prices and weaker global demand. Merchandise exports fell 9.3% to $34.7 billion in August. Other factors that affected merchandise exports included a massive slowdown in China, falling petroleum prices, recession in advanced economies, and transportation and logistics-related challenges. Update 7. Rank and Report. WPI inflation drops to 4-month low of 1.31% in August. According to data issued by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, India's Wholesale Pricing Index, WPI, based inflation fell to a 4-month low of 1.31% on an annual basis in August, down from 2.04% in July, mainly due to price reductions in manufactured goods and food items. According to the report, food price inflation in August was 3.11% compared to 3.45% in July. The prices of other significant subindices like manufactured products also witnessed a deceleration. Meanwhile, the prices of fuel and power contracted during the month. Update 8. Science and Technology. Cabinet clears Chandrayaan-4 and Venus orbiter mission for space exploration. The Union Cabinet has greenlit 4 important space endeavours for launches by the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, shortly, the first of which is the 4th iteration of India's lunar mission Chandrayaan-4, the second, the development of Venus orbiter mission, VOM, the third, the building of first unit of India's indigenous space station, dubbed Bharatiya Antariksh Station, BUS, by extending the scope of Gaganyaan program, and finally, the development of next generation launch vehicle, NGLV. Update 9. Science and Technology. Cabinet gives nod to Bioride scheme to support R&D in biotechnology. The Union Cabinet has authorized the Biotechnology Research Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development (Bioride) initiative to fund cutting-edge biotechnology research and development efforts. Bioride integrates 2 current programs, Biotechnology Research and Development (R&D) and Industrial and Entrepreneurship Development (INDD), with a fresh element, Biomanufacturing and Biofoundry, a government release said. The proposed outlay for implementing the unified scheme Bioride is 9,197 crore rupees during the 15th Finance Commission period from 2021 to 22 to 2025 to 26. Update 10. Sports. ICC introduces equal prize money for men's and women's cricket World Cups. The ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024 will be the first time women get equal prize money to men. This historic decision was reached during the ICC annual conference in July 2023. The ICC board has chosen to meet its award equality target 7 years before the schedule, aiming for 2030. Cricket becomes the first central team sport to give equal prize money for both genders at World Cup Games. The tournament, set to be held in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, will award the winners $2.34 million, a 134% increase from the $1 million won by Australia in 2023.